Hi guys, so I'm back with doing an official makeup tutorial on how I do my makeup every day. I tend to use Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair Beige on my eyes, because I usually start with my eyes. So this is how I usually start, just put it right on there, and then make it even out, spread out fully. And then use my beauty sponge. I don't damp it because I kind of just use it for anyways. Like I don't. That's just for my eye. I don't use it for like I use it for my face. But right now I'm not dampening it because it is only for my eyes right now. So yeah, it'll still crepes, but I do have wipes handy, and then I just make sure I get all over my eyeball. And this is like a good sticky base for eyeshadow because this is how I usually do my eyeshadow. And today I'm using Hook for Deceased eyeshadow palette. This is how it looks. So shades of Afterlife, Juno, Dante's Inferno, Lydia. You'll use all sorts of names from the movie franchise. And when I first saw it, I was like really wanting to use that because I really like that type I like that movie. I've watched it since I was a kid. So today I'm going to be taking Beetlejuice with a flat, dense brush, pack it on there, and this is how I'm going to be doing it. Make sure to pack it all around until you've gotten a nice pigment where it covers your entire background, because that's going to be the base color. And surprisingly, this is very pigmented for an Hot Topic brand because particularly I've never really gone for Hot Topic makeup because I thought maybe it would be cheap or something. But actually it was, let's see, it was $16.90. So it's a little high priced for someone who can't really afford high priced makeup, even though I have, like my dad says, I have champagne taste on a beer budget. So like I tend to really be like, oh, I want all that right now, and like can't, because that's just how it is. So next I'm taking probably a shorter packing brush for the next shade, which would be Bio Exorcist. Let me see. Right there. So that one's kind of like a turquoise color. I like to add definition to my eyes so that way give more definition and gives you perspective on the eye color. My eyes are naturally green with a gray outline, and I tend to like neon eyeshadows. So if you see a little fallout, that's fine. Just go ahead and like wipe it off with your makeup wipe, or put some concealer on there if you're the type that does eyes after you've done foundation. I'm the type that does it first because that makes it easier and I don't have to wipe away foundation if I mess up, because I tend to be very uh tend to like mess up sometimes. Everyone messes up during makeup. So if you guys really do like this video, I'll do another video on my another makeup look that I like to do. This is generally my everyday makeup look. But if you want, I can give me ideas to put out other makeup videos, and I'll go ahead and make one on the next one. I'll probably do a get to know me tag because I want you guys to, get to know me and see who I am for who I am. Now I'm taking Miss Argentina in the outer corners so that way I can just, really bring it out there, make sure it's all blended. I usually like to blend after I got all the colors with a blending brush that has no colors at all on it. So that way, like, you can just blend, which is what I'm gonna be doing right now. I don't normally blend because I like to keep it very pigmented and everything, but today I'm gonna go and blend out the edges because they're kind of harsh, and I don't really like the harsh edges. Now you notice that I've actually lost some color in that. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that blending brush, put my Argentina on it, and go and refill what I have lost. And that is like a nicer transition. I prefer doing blending brush before all the mistakes I did before with using a packing brush and using it as a blending motion. You can go ahead and do that too. Um, and then I can do whatever tag you guys would like me to do afterwards. So right now, I typically go in with uh, eyeliner, but right now I'm gonna go ahead and take this small brush, this little angled brush, and do my inner corner with the highlight color that I really like, which is Afterlife, the white one right there. So going and taking that, make sure to get in there, dig in there, and put it right in my inner corner. So that way, as like that. So that way it can add more dimension and shading. And that way it will look beat to the gods, essentially. Never enough too much. There's no such a thing where it's too much for eyeshadow, for me at least in my case. But since it's looking a little crazy right now, I'm gonna take a makeup wipe and go ahead and just fix what it looks like. And I use just Walmart brand because I can't afford any other. See how that cleans up? It's really nice. And I don't, as an update, I don't use my tape method anymore. I just let it go and I only use the tape method because I wanted it nice and clean. I've gone more into the way it looks like, you know, more of a grungy feel, sort of, and I kind of just let myself be free of that. And I practiced eyeliner for quite some time, so I've just learned to do without the item in question, like without a tape. So now I'm going in with Maybelline Perfection Precise, Master Precise All Day eyeliner, and I'm just gonna use my mirror that comes with the item said, and just do what I like to do, which is making a line in my inner corner and make it pointed. And it's okay if it's not like perfect, as long as it's like, you know, you can add more eyeliner on top of it. And gotta get my waterline right there, and then I go for the wing. Typically, I don't really go. I haven't been able to do long liners because I've been dealing with got a new job, so it's a loss prevention, so I have to look professional in that aspect, or like, you know, conservative in that aspect, and normally I'm not very conservative. So this would scream, yep, you got yourself one very liberal employee. I don't really delve into uh, politics often because I just don't need that stressor in my life, but I do, you know, I am alert in what's going on in the world currently. I just don't like paying attention to it because my least favorite person is our president right now. So this is what I do for eyeliner, and it's usually pretty similar. 'Cause I can't get it 100% of the time being perfect, and that's just how it is. And I lost the cap. That is fine. I'll figure that out soon. And now I'm gonna go ahead and go into using my eyebrow brush with a different shade because that's what I need to do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go into eyeshadow palette. That's what it's just called from nowhere. I don't know the brand. This was from a friend of mine. She just gave it to me for my birthday last year. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take the brown, which is right here, and fill it up with my flat brush. And it's not an angled brush. I don't particularly go angled with my eyebrows. And normally I use an eyebrow pencil, but currently I didn't bring it with. Um, this will be probably more like a get ready with me type of video because I'm essentially getting ready to go out with my friends tonight, go see Hellboy, the movie. I've never seen Hellboy. It's never, like, it never crossed my mind to go ahead and watch that because normally I don't like those type of movies, but I've been trying to get into a different mindset of which movies I should see, and I haven't really watched any Marvel movies recently except the new Spider-Man movie with the comics. That one's really cool. Um, so maybe I can just put it in here about like me. I'm from California. I'm born and raised from California. I am 21, turning 22 in September. I'm a Libra, and I'm a huge metalhead, even though I'm considering myself, goth. I've been considering myself goth since I was in high school and I wore all black. I still wear all black. And but that's also the stereotype between within goth community, like they're saying like you don't have to wear all black to be considered goth, and that's true because you don't have to do anything to be considered goth. You don't have to necessarily listen to the music all the time, though particularly it is about the music and with the scene and that's where it started because of the music. So as long as you know that, um, then you're good. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and do my foundation. I'm actually gonna be doing a primer that I had brought out wherever it is. It is Infallible Glow Lock by L'Oreal Paris. And most of the time I've been doing, for majority of the time I've been wearing makeup, which since high school as well, I did matte because I did not like being shiny at all. I felt like that was ugly. And I'm still trying to get into the habit of actually wearing glowing ones because I feel like that actually looks better on me than what I have been doing, which is matte, and it looks terrible if it was just matte because it didn't look right. And I don't know exactly what I'm saying right now because I'm kind of rambling, trying to cater to the audience, and hopefully that is working. This actually has a tint to it. It's not like a silicone based primer. This one's more of like a liquidy form and it's less silicone. So I don't know what exactly the key ingredient in this, but all I know is that it's not silicone. And now I'm taking Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the shade Soft Ivory. It is not my shade. I thought, because I've been ivory for majority of my life, I thought, okay, that matches. Clearly, it doesn't. But I can't exactly wear what I want to wear right now because I don't have the money to purchase another shade of foundation after I just bought this less than a week ago. So, uh, but otherwise, I like it because it's good consistency, as good coverage, and I do say this as I pack it on, but just also because I have a lot of red undertones in my skin because I'm part Irish, and I like to make sure that everything looks fine on my face because I'm a perfectionist. So I've gotten that from my mom, and over things like if you guys go over your eyeliner or anything, just simple facts, just go ahead and put it over again after your foundation has dried. Normally either I don't wear lipstick, but today I feel like wearing lipstick, and I do have that, and it's gonna be just a black lipstick that I found on Wish. As you can tell, this is very light on my skin, so excuse the partials, Capster, because Casper the Friendly Ghost, but I think this would be aesthetically fitting for a goth that's delving in, trying to not go super stark white like many goths do in like clown makeup, or that's what like people call it, but there's clown white paint on like Amazon that actually apparently like works with a lot of people. There's also Ilamasca. I don't know the exact name for the shade, but if you want, you can just go ahead and check out if you're here because of Black Friday, because I really like it's Black Friday or Freya. She's really cool. But she goes over her foundation routine and she wears stark white makeup. Excuse me. I was just a little bit having a little stutter issue right here, but it's okay. Now, like, it's always good to go down below, your jawline because otherwise you're just gonna look like you have tanned face syndrome, or in my case, pale face syndrome, and I have to blend it down quite a lot because it does not match me perfectly. Now, you guys, you can stop here for now and like be like, this is okay, this is good enough. But for me, I like to go in with a concealer on top as well in my inner corners. And we're going to take that shade again of Tarte Shape Tape Fair Beige and put that on top of my under eyes because, and any missing, like it's just doing highlight points. So like right here, I have to cover up a little bit of the shadows because that's just how it looks. And then you can put some on your nose. This is how I do it. And then going across again, gotta get some more because hanging on to this baby until it's all gone. And then we go like this right there on the Cupid's bow on the chin. And sometimes I like to do it like right here along the jawline to cancel out the fact that I have a square jaw. Because I don't particularly like my jaw right now, but nothing to go over in life. And then I'm going to take my sponge again and go ahead and just blend that in. And if you're new to makeup, like, don't be harsh on yourself. Just be free about it. Be free spirited because you know you only like live once, so you can just express yourself the way you want to express yourself. And this is making it much more paler by going in like this. And then I'm gonna go in with bronzer so that we can add some color back to my face. And get some color on my nose as well, because it's always hard for me to get my nose perfect because it's not wanting to take the foundation a lot of the time, and I just go ahead and just use the concealer that I have left over and just go all over my nose and, get those parts as well. Um, I don't know exactly what else to say except, doing my makeup. So this is how I'm gonna be doing it. I originally wanted to do a voiceover, but I didn't know exactly what I wanted to say, so probably would have been better, but I don't know. This is just how it's gonna go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start doing my contour, like I said originally, and I'm gonna use a brush from Makeup Kit I've had for a long time, just a little simple cheek brush, and I'm gonna use the color, possibly this color. This is not the palette I usually use for contouring. This is actually bronzing, so I might as well go ahead and bronze. Now, you guys, you can do it soft, whatever. I like doing it a little bit more extreme because this is just how I like it. Obviously, I'm just gonna go ahead and just brush it out as much as I can, blending it or buffing it out. That's the term that a lot of people use. I'm not a professional, so I don't exactly know what's it called. And then I'm gonna do this side as well. Just like really go along the jawline and try to do that. And then I'm gonna go the other side. The key thing is to go down from here. Like, okay, so see, like right here where it starts. That's how you gotta do it. So, because at least one thing I learned from watching makeup videos for so long, that it's better to just go ahead and go like that coming down. Obviously, I went a little bit lower on that side, but that's okay. I can just brush it down on this side and then try to maybe like use the concealer again before I would go into doing um, the rest of my face with contour again. Actually, no, before with um, actually, I don't know what I was gonna say. That's what happens a lot of the time with me. I don't exactly remember what I'm going to say next because I tend to do this. And so I'm just gonna use an eyeshadow brush to contour my nose because that sounds like a better idea than an actual brush, right? Because I don't have a contour brush for my nose. And after all of the, well, this is bronzing, but whatever. After all this, I'm gonna go ahead and just put powder on top, and that would be the end of my face. Actually, no, actually, I'm gonna be doing highlighting as well. Yeah, that's a little bit intense, so hopefully it'll, it will, fade out a little bit because I still have to do my foundation color under all of this. So now I look kind of crazy right now. Believe me, I know this. But just go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. This is Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Fair, I believe. because this is, oh yeah, it's fair. So it's fair right there. It's where it would say right there. So go ahead and just shake it up and getting my It Cosmetics from Ulta brush. I do have some eye-end stuff. I just cannot afford it anymore. And taking this shadow or this color and just going all over my face with it. Now that'll soften the bronzing I just did, and it will lock in all my foundation. So just going ahead and doing all of this right up in there. And this is just how I usually do my makeup. This is just how I do it. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, if you guys are wanting to watch the entire video, which is like almost 26 minutes so far, then more power to you, because I would probably get bored after like 10 minutes or even like 5 minutes of myself. But, you know, I'm doing this because I want to do something nice for myself, and I want to see if it'll pick up. And I have a lot of my Facebook friends come in and watch it, so hopefully they'll comment. I'm pretty sure they will. And this is just how I usually do it, because I usually like to have setting spray, but I don't right now currently because I just ran out of my Urban Decay All-Nighter from my last use. And I just like to make sure it sticks on all right. So now I'm going to go ahead and go into the Balm Voyage, and then this will be in the shade Quaka Rubicea. I think that's what it says. I don't know how to pronounce it, so excuse me for my ill pronunciation. And then I'm going to go ahead and dust off Miss Argentina off of the blending brush, because I can still use it as this brush as well. And I'm just blending that in, making sure that one does not, look super crazy, but that's just how my makeup is. So if it ends up looking crazy, then it's gonna happen. Just trying to blend it all throughout. Seeing if the blending actually works with the highlighter. And I'm just gonna do that too, just to add on top. And then my eyebrows as well, so that way it can just blend out very nicely. And this is kind of like a video that I really want to do better at. So please give me positive feedback. Don't give me like rough, like rude feedback, because I am not here to be ridiculed or to be made fun of. Because if you make fun of people, if you get off on making fun of people, then you're just a sad person. That's pretty much it. So this is just my makeup. This is how I do it, and that's pretty much it. But now I'm gonna take this makeup wipe, to prep for the lipstick. And as I said before, this is just a Wish lipstick that I got for really cheap. So like it's probably bad for my lips, but like at the same time, because I just want to look pretty really badly. And that was just an ugly face. I excuse myself that you were able to see that. So excuse me. And if I lose friends over this video because I'm just showing my true self, then that's bad. Of course, I'm gonna be messing up after I already did all my foundation. on video.